beginning that set from Northern Lights and a track entitled Cap and Stem. 11:38 in the AM on the mighty 93.1 CKCU-FM on your dial and stereo, www.ckcufm.com in outer space. I hope you're digging the rock, getting your weekend started with Friday morning cartoons. We're heard every Friday from 9:30 AM until 1, and it is 22 minutes in front of 12 noon BBC World Service News, interrupting this program with typically 5 minutes of bad news from around the globe. And we'll be back with more music until 1, so keep it locked at 93.1 FM. We're going back to 2002 for this one. It's a burning nugget of excellent proportion, no two ways around it. I love this band. They are Comets on Fire. This is called ESP from their 2002 release on Bada Bing Records, field recordings from the sun. Here's Comets on Fire, Friday morning cartoons.
Pathways form between the senses. During her recovery, she kept an audio diary to document the joy, despair, and milestones of learning to see differently.
The world darkened. My view became more and more narrow. It was like looking down a narrow lens. Hour by hour, the color was bleeding away. There were times where I couldn't work out if I was upside down, underwater. It's a very strange feeling to feel so out of control on a sensory level. It's a bit like being, like a deep sea diver in the deepest part of the ocean. When you have that moment, you go, I don't know what's up or down. I don't know where anything is. And I did ask my husband, am I here? I needed him to pull me back to the surface, to let me know that I was still a body and a person, because you start to realize how much you are your body and your senses. My sight was reborn completely because it went to nothing. And when the light flicked back on and I did have some visual messages getting through, it wasn't the visual world I'd just left. I only saw a black and white fog with lines that jiggled and moved, and they made no sense. And then over time, I'd go, okay, there's a shape. It might be a line. Then contrast would come in, so I could tell the difference between something light and dark. It was a combination of guesswork and allowing my visual system to heal and to repair and reconnect, to allow another picture to open up.
Saturday, and it changes, tiny ones, but every day, if I'm honest. Today, I saw just a tiny bit more of my ring. I could see the curve
where the two shorter ends go into the bar between them. And yesterday and the day before was when my nails, I started to be able to see not the whole nail, just a glint, a tiny hint of a line of my nail. Please continue like that. It's a strange thing to diary such a dramatic trauma. It was a form of control. It was a form of knowing I had all the facts, but it was a hugely comforting thing. Still can't see, but I'm still being that mom. Colour teased me. Colour was the thing that I was desperate to get back. And living in a black and white world was just destroying for me. And so I would almost push my brain to see it. And I wouldn't use the word see for a long time because I didn't see colour, I felt it. One afternoon I was walking with my husband, as I did every day, part of my rehabilitation, and we passed a big corrugated gate that was held together with cable ties. And he used to test me all the time, so we stopped and he said, right, okay, what can you see? Because this is quite interesting, there's some colours here. I can't see any colours, I can barely see. I think there's a gate, I got the outlines, and I used to have to stop and look at things for minutes. And bit by bit I worked out, yes, there was some wiggly lines, okay, so they're the cable ties, right? And then he said, okay, let's go down them one by one, see if you can work out the colour. To begin with, they were all just black and white. I'd look at the first cable tie, and I'd look at it and stare at it and think, oh, what colour is it? What colour is it? And I'd make a guess. I'd say maybe yellow. But if I got yellow right, and I spoke the word yellow out loud, the cable tie would glow yellow. The first time this happened, I was so shocked, I almost stepped into the road. And we did it again with the next one. This is a red cable tie. I'd look at it, it would glow red. We went down to the next one, blue. It would glow blue. Now, none of the colours stayed, but every time he spoke them out loud, they would glow back to their colour. It's like my brain was hearing him say that colour, and there was a connection. There was a little switch inside my brain that went click, and I saw that colour. The picture that's hanging off the blackboard is so red today. It's pinging red. And I just said, you are so red. You are so red. No question in my mind, you're red. It glows and it almost flashes. It's like I look at it and I look at it again and it goes more of the colour. And I looked at the yellow plate again, and if you look at it once, I go, possibly, and then I look at it again and I go, God, you're so yellow. It's like it does a double jump, like a flash. And my brain goes, yes, yellow. Good Lord, you're yellow. So unless those are differences. Yesterday was very hard. I think that'll have been the 19th. And face went numb. Major panic attacks. I had to just push away and control, make myself not fall into the abyss of whatever it felt I might fall into. What I needed was some really strong, physical, human contact. I don't want pills to manage that part of it. So I was so glad when Ed came home at 4 and the children, and they came in and climbed onto the bed with me and just radiated energy and just calmed me. Calmed me in a way that I almost can't explain. They just made me better. Worst moment, at the worst time. The fact that I know light now, I didn't know light before. I would ask when I go into a room, does the light come on? And how bright is it? I wouldn't know. Now I do know. I know when the sun goes behind the clouds. Subtle things I know. I even knew this morning when I rolled over and I went to get my water bottle. There was something pinging. It was something tiny pinging, like a fleck of dust. I put my finger on it. It was a tiny bit of orange peel. Something, but I've gained a new way of seeing, and so in those respects I sometimes don't miss out. I remember sitting on a train and suddenly having this dawning realization. Here I am. I'm back living my life again. It's different, but it's my life.
7 a.m. Eastern on MLD Network Radio, Sirius 209 XM 89.
Visit www.SiriusXM.com/go to sign up online quickly and activate your radio. If you haven't subscribed to SiriusXM yet, you're missing out on over 140 channels of sports, news, talk, and entertainment. Music, get play-by-play from your teams, your favorite music, commercial-free, and personalities like Howard Stern, no matter where you live. Unlock it all now. Activate your radio by visiting.
A été libéré là, vers la fin de la saison. Donc, Bill Peters, ça continue du côté de la Caroline. Là. C'est croche, l'organisation-là. Hein? Un peu. Un peu.
Pour la nuit, pour consoler vos ennuis. Ça va marcher. Alors je t'amène avec moi.
Save you from random guys that talk too much and wanna stay too long. It's the same old song and dance, but I think you know the will. So it'd be a part of me. I'd do what it takes, whatever it takes. 'Cause I love you.
All week long for a different sub of the day. Only at Subway. Limited time only. Participation varies. Cannot be combined with other offers. Additional charge for extras plus tax where applicable.
What's going on?
Spinelli Mazda. Choisissez Spinelli Mazda pour ses offres incomparables, son service impeccable pour aussi longtemps que vous possédez votre véhicule.
C'est l'événement passé en mode printemps. Tu joues dans la cour des grands. On n'est pas si différents. Reviens nous redé... Mon amour, est-ce que c'est toi qui as prouvé ça?
Ah, tu parles de la Nissan Micra SV 2007 bien équipée en location à 166 $ par mois et gardée à 39 $ par semaine pendant 24 mois?
Bonjour René.
Et bonjour Michel.
L'inflation continue de progresser au Canada selon le dernier relevé de Statistique Canada.
Paru ce matin, alors l'indice des prix à la consommation est en hausse.
Their favorite color and I'm tired of color and my name. So as far as color goes, I'm sick of it.
Stop paying extra for every debit and Interac e-transfer. How? Open an RBC all-inclusive account by May 11th and get $300. Don't pay extra to send money. Plus, get free unlimited debit.
Right now, she's my lips,
smooth.
Haven't spilled an order yet. Tim Hortons, proud of every single cup.
This spring, your Montreal Mitsubishi dealers have some cool deals to...
Ce que Desjardins a publié ce matin, dès la publication, dès le dévoilement de ces données, on dit que les prévisionnistes s'attendaient à une croissance plus rapide. Parce que ici, ça...
Thème alternatif à la collecte sélective, donc ça peut être un modèle intéressant.
Ah oui, bien super. Mais je pense que les gens, justement, ils veulent comme Jean, comme Pierre. Il y a Paul qui m'écrit, bon... on veut aussi nous participer à cet effort-là. Pas besoin d'être membre de Greenpeace, même si je voulais absolument dire à mes auditeurs avant de partir, il y a une trousse d'action pour un futur sans plastique qui a été faite par Greenpeace. Sincèrement, là, c'est très bien fait. Amélie, vous êtes d'accord? Oui. Il y a plein d'informations. Il y a même des informations qui peuvent être utilisées même dans vos écoles par les enseignants. Pour les 12 ans et moins, il y a des informations pour les 13 ans, 12 ans et plus. Parlez-en avec vos jeunes aussi. Il y a une discussion à la maison là-dessus. Puis on essaye de faire un effort, mais en tout cas, je m'engage en ce jour de la Terre à venir dimanche à faire un effort pour en utiliser, surtout acheter moins de plastique. Moi, j'ai un effort à faire sur les bouteilles d'eau. Vraiment. Vraiment. Alors,
c'est un
Amélie,
défi,
vous êtes un
alors.
modèle, Amélie.
Merci. Alors, puis il y a tout plein d'événements pour le Jour de la Terre, je le rappelle, notamment des courses aux déchets dans plusieurs quartiers de Montréal, au Parc Jarry, à Hochelaga, dans le Myland, au Parc La Fontaine, sud-ouest.
Ça va être sur votre site, Bric-à-Bac?
Et ça va être sur ma page Facebook, Bric-à-Bac.
Merci à l'équipe. Merci Amélie d'avoir été là. Merci à mes recherchistes Isabelle Laure, Normand Gemme. Merci à Jean-Christophe Ouellette, qui est notre producteur de cette émission. Merci surtout à vous. Ça a été une super belle semaine. On a-tu eu du fun? On refait ça lundi, 10h. Bye tout le monde.
Au 98.5, le soccer de la BAC. Un tir parfait de Jason Morgan. Demain midi, l'Impact de Montréal affronte le New York Red Bulls. 98.5, c'est circulation.
11h56. Alors, tunnel La Fontaine vers Montréal, toujours la congestion depuis Montarville. On a un accident dans le tunnel et la 132S, c'est depuis Ronan-Terrien. Métropolitaine Ouest intermittent à partir de Iberville jusqu'à Stensum. Remorquage voie de gauche. Des Carinards depuis Queen Mary. Le solde du printemps basse au plein sur Air Transat. Profitez des meilleures offres vers l'Europe comme Bruxelles, Barcelone et bien plus. Jusqu'au 30 avril, Air Transat, ça sent les vacances. Guylaine de l'Anse, circulation 98.5.
Votre vieille toilette déborde d'envie d'être changée? Profitez de la grande vente des manufacturiers chez Plomberie Jean Lépine pour acheter une toilette intelligente avec siège à fermeture lente.